We want Google and LLMs to know every possible detail about your product. The more they know about your product and how it works and everything that it does, the more likely it is that it's going to actually recommend your product to other people to discover and find. And so you need pages for those features to be found. And that's what we help you with. In this update, we're going to transform how fast it is to go from a video to generated docs. This will take probably less than 10 minutes in total in real life. So let me show you how it works. All you need is a project. When you go and open a project, you upload a screen recording. A screen recording in this case is going to be of something that I was talking about for Hinto and just covering off kind of how it works. So what's happening now is basically Hinto is uploading the video, and in the process it's watching it. And when it watches it, it then starts to deconstruct everything into meaningful chunks of information that will make it super easy for people to understand each feature, what it is, and how it works. Subsequently, because of that, it will also help LLMs and Google understand how your product works too. So you're kind of teaching both things at the same time, your users, but also your models and AI. Once everything loads up, the new boost here, which will take a lot of friction off your plate, is the articles just start getting generated automatically. Before we had just the table of contents here, and you'd go into article by article and start creating the articles and start generating the articles themselves. But now you can actually just let go, click over to a different tab, relax a little bit, and actually then everything will get done for you like so. So the articles are created, and I'm going to navigate now to my settings and to publishing. This project is already published, and so what I'm going to check now is I'm going to add a custom domain. Here you can pre-fill whatever you want for your third level domain to be, like docs.app.com, whatever your product name is. And then there's a new button here. This is feature number 2, which is submit sitemap to Google. Now, that sounds incredibly scary and like a one-way door, but the truth is it's not. We've done all the heavy lifting, so when you tap this button, basically you will tell Google that, hey, this documentation is context about my product I want you to know about, and I want you associated with my domain and my product. And so then when Google crawls your product, it will map the two things together, and eventually you will then show up in search results. To give you an example of this, here's a product that we work with called Gentler Streak. And what we've done here is, in under 2 weeks since we launched, our documentation with Gentler Streak shows up in Google AI overviews, inside of the right sidebar, and also in traditional search results. When you tap on a link, you go back to the product and not to Reddit, Twitter, or wherever else a user can get lost and not have the source of truth about how your product actually works right now. And so finally, we have a small improvement to showcase for our customers in our enterprise plans, business plans, but also in our growth plans. So here you now have workspaces, and they're at the top, and your personal projects are now divided elegantly separately, so you can noodle on some stuff by yourself and then bring it back to the workspace itself. And that is all for this week's updates. We'll be back soon with more, so get going. It's really easy. Just a screen recording with a voiceover creates probably 5 minutes of that creates 20 docs. 20 docs get indexed in 3 days, and then you start ranking in under 2 weeks everywhere. See you soon.